Angela Yee. I'm here. Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes.
I'm not just any brand.
I'm my own brand.
Let's get into this Yee tea. Now, Gayle King talked to Extra, and she was discussing that expedition that they took, the Blue Origin launch on April 14th. There were a lot of people making jokes.
Yeah.
Her face also became a meme because people thought she looked a little frightened. She said she wished she would have smiled.
Yeah. She had a funny facial expression. It doesn't take much to turn into a meme, though.
Now, here's what she had to say about all the criticism and backlash that the team, the whole crew got for going into space.
Okay.
I should reconsider. Maybe I could do this too. The young girls in particular. But it's not just the young girls. We're also encouraging. I mean, the boys look at it and see what women and young girls can do. Yeah. So I know there are cranky Yankees. I know there's some haters, but I'm not going to let people steal my joy and steal the joy of what we did or what we accomplished that day. I'm just not going to let it in. I'm not. And these are some of my friends that are just throwing shade.
I don't like that.
Well, so she explained it in this interview, too, is what she's saying is before she did this, before she went on this flight and became educated on space, she was one of those people like, why are we spending so much money in space?
Okay.
There's so much to do here on Earth. People were saying things like eggs are expensive and
why are we doing this?
Spending all this money doing that.
Right.
But she said she learned more about what Blue Origin does, and their intentions are to figure out a way to harness the waste here and to put it in space to make the planet Earth a better place.
Okay. So we're not educated. We don't know. We're
So she
just
said
talking.
we use space technology all the time, GPS, satellite.
Okay.
Every time a flight goes up, they get some type of information. She also didn't like the fact that people, because remember I said I thought they were going to be gone a month.
You did say that. I was like,
I was
what?
like, they took off. And then the next post I saw, they were back. I was like, wait. But she said, it's not a ride. It's an expedition. And you don't do that when male astronauts go into space. They don't say he took a ride. And they did duplicate the route that Alan Shepard did. So
Okay. I like the term cranky Yankee. I thought that was
Cranky
funny.
Yankees.
Yeah, that was funny.
Sounds like a candle flavor.
Okay.
All right. Now, Amy Lee Wood, you know her from White Lotus. She plays the character Chelsea. A lot of people say that she's the one that is has the most human, empathetic.
Yeah, I
like
could agree.
I like her personality that was on this season of White Lotus. Well, there's been a lot going on about this skit that SNL did. They did the White POTUS
Right.
skit, and it's kind of making fun. Well, very much making fun of Donald Trump. You know, the guy in White Lotus that was. That kind of the family was rich, but
Yes.
he was about to lose all his money, and he was
Yes, he
about
was.
embezzlement and all of that, and the family didn't know. So he's Donald Trump is that character in the
Right.
White POTUS.
Right.
But anyway, here is what that skit sounded like as far as her part, and she has big teeth, and that's one thing people talk about a lot.
Yeah,
So here's
yeah,
the
yeah.
skit.
And I've been having these insane ideas, like what if we took all the fluoride out of the drinking water? But what would that do to people's teeth?
Fluoride? What's that? Oh, look, a monkey.
I'm gonna go kill it and eat it.
No, not the monkey.
So
Sorry.
they
that was
had
so funny.
giant prosthetics like teeth, making fun of her in that. And she had posted on her Instagram page that she did think it was mean and unfunny,
Okay.
that sketch. And she said, such a shame because I had a great time watching it a couple of weeks ago. Yes, she said, that's what the show is about, but there must be a cleverer, more nuanced, less cheap way. And then she said that SNL had apologized to her. And not only did they apologize, but Sarah Sherman, who's the comedian that actually mocked her in the
Right.
sketch, also sent her flowers.
Okay.
And she posted, thank you for the beautiful flowers.
I thought it was funny, but also people, that's what SNL does. They make fun of you. Like it's just part of the game.
And there's been a lot of behind the stories about White Lotus and the cast not getting along with each other.
Yeah.
So people were saying that she and her co-star, who portrayed her love interest Rick on screen, they were at odds because they didn't tag each other in their White Lotus tributes on Instagram.
Okay.
And then he went and praised this skit as amazing.
Of course he did. What up,
All right.
butthole?
Well, that is your Yee, and that's sponsored by Saucony. And when we come back, we have About Last Night. We had an active day yesterday.
We did.
You actually did a podcast. We'll talk about it. It's way out.